we would exchange gifts, only if the funds say we could. But the best gift was seeing everyone healthy and free, so you know I'm good. I would honestly take all of these gifts back, just to have a few people back. My baby niece started walking and she teething. That helps me take solace in this season. We don't let the special moments go and just slip through the clock, cause we know the presents ain't the things hiding in the box. I used to be sad, cause we didn't get a lot, until I learned that you gotta love what you got. We don't have your picture perfect, cookie cutter. No, it's not your usual, but this family's beautiful. We don't have your picture perfect, cookie cutter. No, it's not your usual, but this family's beautiful.
It was in the 1980s. My mom and them had rented a house on Dewey Street in Flint, Michigan, and it had a fireplace. I love fireplaces. It was the holidays. I walked in the house, threw my coat off, sat on the floor, and started singing chestnuts. Oh.
We don't have your picture perfect, cookie cutter. No, it's not your usual, but this family's beautiful. We don't have your picture perfect, cookie cutter. No, it's not your usual, but this family's beautiful. We don't have your picture perfect, cookie cutter. No, it's not your usual, but this family's beautiful. We don't have your picture perfect, cookie cutter. No, it's not your usual, but this family's beautiful.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens.
Well, your heart is the sun, and it shines as it opens.
Yeah, your heart is the sun, and it shines as it opens.
Well, your heart is the sun, and it shines as it opens.
Yeah, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Well, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Yeah, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Well, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Is a space that creates your horizon.
Well, your mind is a space that creates the horizon.
Your mind is a space that creates your horizon.
Well, your mind is a space that creates your horizon.
Say, why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
You know, you can feel it when you look why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world
Why
inside?
would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world
Said, why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world
Why
inside?
would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world
Why
inside?
would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside?
Hello, hello. How's everyone
What's
doing?
up, bro?
Going?
Good, brother.
What up, stream? An ad just told you you'll never be a profitable trader. That sucks. I've never seen that ad. Whose account got blown today? I don't know. Probably somebody who decided to take a sell right here. That probably was really bad. I don't think that happened though. Everyone's got proper risk management, so I'm sure everyone either had a normal losing day or they had buys and they had a nice day. What up, Exile? What up, KV8? Greg, Ivan, Rashid. Oh. What up, Zoom? I think we got a little bit of news, but nothing too wild that should do too much. I believe after we got, what time is it? About 21 minutes till Tokyo Open, and then might have some really good sells on AJ, depending on how we set up after Open. About 15 minutes after, we'll see if we get a kind of a random wick above resistance, and then if we respect it, we should keep coming down.
Yeah, if we get some sales on that, that would be beautiful looking left to mirror that candle, those candles.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna mirror it perfectly, because that was news. So
yeah,
when you see this, we're typically gonna get a move down like this.
So it'll just be choppy, I guess you could say.
That's kind of what I'm expecting.
So how do you? Oh, okay.
When there's like massive candles like that, usually it could come down to one candle, but more times than not, I've seen we go like this, and then we go like this.
So it's like choppy lower highs and lower lows. It's creating.
Yep.
So is that safe to trade like that?
Oh yeah. It just, I don't, especially Asian session, I don't think we're gonna have volume to mirror this perfectly. We could.
Yeah.
But I'm more so expecting us to just continue making resistances lower and lower. As long as that gets respected at Tokyo Open, that should be still good to trade.
So that big push was all from news.
It was
I saw GJ, EJ, and AJ. They had a big push.
Yeah, it was the vaccine news.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah. Funny, watch all this election stuff come to an end, and they're like, "Oh my God, look, world, we have a vaccine. Everyone is saved."
Yep, and
they'd be like, "Yep, we're all good now."
Yeah, and a lot of people that saying that gold was gonna go up.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard, I saw Rakil's story. He said gold dropped really hard.
Dude,
oh.
tanked.
Oh yeah,
it tanked.
Gold fell a little bit, kind of.
And I think US 32. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that would make sense. What up, Ivan?
Look at that. That's crazy.
Day analysis. All right, we can do that. I like that.
Paul, does that happen often? Like
What?
those moves like that?
No.
Oh, so that's like a one in a lifetime? Oh, not one in a lifetime.
Nah.
Rare?
I mean, one in a lifetime? No. Maybe once or I would say a couple times a month, but you get nice moves on GJ. It's just not this good. You know what I mean? Like we would get a move like this a couple times a week, but it's gonna maybe be like just the size of this candle and this candle combined, maybe. But that'll be like four candles, not one candle.
Okay. And like as for like this year for new traders, do you think that this year has been like, the hardest that you've, or what do you say?
No, I don't think it's been that. No, because I mean it's been good, and I mean it's definitely been more volatile than last year.
Yeah.
But if you were disciplined, everything should have still worked out in terms of probability, and you should have been fine. But if you weren't disciplined, then it was probably a very difficult year. But that's the same for every year. If you're not disciplined when it's moving like it did last year, you probably lost money last year too. So it kind of goes both ways.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Ivan, thank you, man.
Yep. Ivan, we will break GJ down right now. Appreciate the donation, brother. So let's start on the daily. Even though this daily candle was that vaccine news, we do have really nice traffic going up. So if we make a support, I think we could target back up at these highs or even get up to like here. Because this kind of dojied out right here. So we could say up here there's a little gap. So we're just going to put it kind of on the body there. Like the 4 hour for a little more information. Looks like we have finally that kind of range we were in. We kept peeking out right there. We finally got above there. Looks like got some previous resistance over here. 138, 256. Even make it even number. At 250. And then first target, we could say up here, 140. Think of the sub, Alexandra. Alexander. Sorry if I butchered it. We could say first target 140. So even number.
Those are quarter points, correct?
What?
When you put like 250, I think it's like 500. Those are all quarter points, correct?
I mean they're just whole numbers, so I mean yes.
Okay.
I normally don't use them, but since it's just higher time frame mapping out targets, I know people like them, so I'm just marking it up.
Okay. All right.
So ideally we should expect some sort of support to occur here, you know what I mean? Think of the sub, Lewis. Appreciate it. Damn, we are blowing up today. So remember, we're kind of expecting a little bit of a move down to fill some of this clean traffic, so we could be returning back down to let's go to the 1 hour, get kind of a more recent. We could be returning down to this area we broke out of this morning in terms of most recent. That most recent resistance right before the push was right there, so we could come see a retest there, or we could see one in this area here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. Yeah, right there. If
we look on the 15, oh, I thought we had a bearish candle there. I guess not. Okay. But we could say down to 137, 157, or a retest of that area we broke out of right in the New York session. We could see a retest of that. So then kind of pick a direction. If we look at the daily, then that would be kind of retesting there. And if the daily did come back down to here and it respects here, that still would just be a higher low, and then price could still continue moving up. So even if we close back inside of here, that's okay because we're still doing this.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
So if we're looking, just like when we look at the 15 minute, this is the daily, so just pretend it's the 15 minute. If we respect support, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. So we could see that retest of that area down there and still be bullish.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's drop down to the 1 hour because we're going to want to look at the most recent information. Got a little bit of 1 hour support there, so tighten that up right there. And let's check out the 30 minute. Scale this out a little bit. Doesn't look like too much of a direction. Looks like right now we're kind of making a kind of like a choppy way down, you know. Other thing is look at what's happening. Look at our resistance. The resistance looks like it's holding. Yes. And what is support doing? Being broken.
Yep.
And when support's broken, downtrend.
Yeah,
So-
making lower highs and lower lows.
Yep. So let's go to the 15 and see if we get a little more information. So remember, we don't. If you want to focus on the zones, you could say you have clean traffic under here. If you get a close under there, you should be good, right? But if this candle here closes under here, also want to remember, look at where you're selling then. And when we look for sells,
Want to sell at the highest point.
yes. So if we sell once we close under here, let's say this candle closes under here, we're selling down here. So then
Yeah,
your stop
no.
should ideally go probably above this wick or above here. But Tokyo Open sometimes gets weird, so you're probably best off just waiting for Tokyo Open and then waiting for that lower high to get created. And then you could say that if we get a lower high, we should break through that support because that's what downtrends do. And then we have clean traffic to fill. So you could have your first target be maybe down here.
Yeah. Sell high, buy low.
Yep. Hopefully that's good, Ivan. Why did they react to the 0.200, 0.800s? I don't know. I never use those levels, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we'll see some nice corrections.
Yo, how are you, Paul?
What up, Sammy?
What's good? You take a trade today?
Yeah, I traded this morning on GJ. Didn't work out. And I tried to go to bed, but I literally just laid in bed all day, and I have not slept since yesterday when I got up at like 6. I don't know.
Went to the gym?
Huh?
Did you go to the gym?
Yeah, I did. And
That don't make you tired? Or I guess you pumped.
Well, I was hyped to trade, and then the trades didn't work out, and then I just wasn't tired. I don't know why. I laid in bed literally all day, trying to sleep. So,
And how's the weather out there?
it's warm, so it doesn't help. I can't sleep in the heat. It's not cold out like it usually is. What up, TJ? What up, Sanchez? How's it going, bro? Difference between Tokyo and Asian? Nothing. So, Sydney Open actually happened, I think, 49 minutes ago. So that brings a little bit of volume, but then the session that brings the most volume to the Asian session is going to be our Tokyo Open. So that's why I like to really focus on when the Tokyo Open happens, because then that's when we're going to get the last bit of volume, which is also the most volume out of the session, and then see where we're going. What up, guys? At Tokyo Open is in 10 minutes. Thank you for the sub, Liam. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the subs, guys. If I missed your name.
Yesterday was my first time trading London, and compared to New York, it was so smooth because when I woke up, I heard a whole bunch of just news happening on New York session.
Yeah, it got wild. Yeah. Because I tried. My trade was down here. So we came down, created resistance. Ideally, this isn't the trade I like to take because it's a bigger stop loss, but it pulled up and I was able to get a 10 pip stop, and then I just expected resistance to hold and price to come down, and it didn't. So it is what it is.
So you're looking for sales?
Yep. Oh yeah, I wasn't looking for.
And what would your...
I wouldn't have been looking for buys until. I wouldn't have been looking at any buys on here because this doesn't look great. So there would have been nothing else for me.
And where would your TP be at, or where was it at?
It was just 2 to
Where were you
1,
aiming
so
for?
I think it was like somewhere down in here before we hit this support, which we had clean traffic, so I figured we would just fill that too, and then we didn't, so no big deal, but just ended up ranging anyway, so it made sense why we didn't go down because we shot up.
So if you would have won that trade, you would have just called it a day and that's it?
Yeah, oh yeah, one trade, yep, and I would have been done.
Yeah, okay. I
Yep.
have to do that.
Yeah, Jay. Welcome today.
Come on. Let's not talk about it.
Why, what happened?
I took 3 trades instead of 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Negative 0.3%.
That's not bad.
And the other thing is, the first trade was a winner as well.
Yeah, yo, it was a perfect trade, and then Sammy gave me the talk, and then yeah,
Sammy set you straight.
yeah, bro, I was crying. Cried to bed. I woke up looking at my MetaTrader and I just shook my head at myself. I'm like, why?
Oh, what do I think about gold? I don't know. I haven't checked out gold yet. I would mark up a chart, Sanchez, and send your ID on gold. We'll check that out. What up, Tyler? Encourage shots in AJ sells. I think that looks good for structure. I think it's just gonna. Maybe we get a nice pump down and it just hits it in like one monster candle, but I think the probability is on the side of gonna be more of just like a slower moving lower low, lower high with one little nice kind of move down after the open. But we'll see. Like I said, I never trust Tokyo Open, so. And if we look, I think my reasoning is valid. Tokyo Open, the 1800. Yeah, so if we look here, this was our Tokyo Open, and you see we're making this downtrend structure. We created resistance. This pushed all the way up, and then we wicked above a little bit, above everything, and then we just continued back in bearish structure. So if you just wait till that Tokyo Open, if it goes right back into the structure it was in, you should be solid. But if this would have just launched up higher, then maybe you'd been looking for buys. But it pushed up, and then we came right back into the bearish structure. But if you look, if your stop was here, it hit you. Your stop was above this stuff, it hit you. So you really just protect your stop loss by waiting till after Tokyo Open, because that volume will just come in, brings in a surge of volume. Candles kind of move a little bit bigger than they were previously, and then they continue back what they were doing. So yeah, that's looking good. What up, Get Sporty? Yep, yeah, girls, I just manage it. I think that should keep moving down. Just careful at Tokyo Open. What up, Sharma? On your MT4, no. I mean, it depends on your broker. It's not MT4 going down. It was the brokers that probably went down, unless MT4 crashed. But I've never had that happen.
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
I have a question about GJ. Can we go back on it, please? And can we please be on the 30-minute time frame?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so before, can you go down like before the push? All the way down. More down. Okay, you see, where is it at? Go a little bit more down.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be $2,
right there,
bro. You're making me work for it.
Do you see where it's making minor support and resistance? It's like very close together. It's looking left. I wish you got it.
Right over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
How I get confused on what I should wait for, because it seems like it's too close together, making support and resistance. So do you usually wait for a big push or a big, like, let's say a bearish candle or a bullish candle and then take a trade?
Well, let's look here. We'll start at the bottom. Was support broken?
No.
What about here?
No.
Here?
No.
Here?
No.
And here?
Yes.
Now, it was broken afterwards, yes. So, see how none of these were broken? So supports were good all the way up until we broke support. And then we started coming down. That's why I was looking for sells, is because we were breaking supports. So I just expected resistance would hold again, and then we would come down. But support held, so that's all that mattered. And until you saw this guy here come in and break support, then you can say sells are. You could take it on the close below support if you want, or you can wait for the leg down and then the resistance and then take it down. But that never happened. And
okay, so let's say if I took a buy at that support right there, that minor support,
Which one?
Right there, exactly. No, up, that one right there.
Yep.
All right, so let's say if I took a buy, right? If that bearish candle passed the bullish candle's previous low, that means buys are invalid, correct?
The probability is much lower than yes.
Okay, so it's much lower. Okay.
So that's when you can look to manage it.
Okay.
So
okay.
look at these ones. So if you look how we came up, there was one candle here that's coming up that did break the low barely, this one right here. But if you look, we still didn't break this support, so we're still good. And then the next one made another support. And then see how the lows were still respected all the way up.
Okay, it just keeps respecting.
Yep, and then this broke the low here, but I believe this was our London Open. So that's just a surge of volume coming in, and then guess what? Support here was never broken, so we're still going bullish. And now we got this one. So ideally we should continue pushing up, or worst case scenario, we should respect this low, form a support somewhere in here, ideally, and keep going up. But with how London moves, you would expect it to just kind of leg up a little bit pretty aggressively, and then kind of give you that little bit of pullback and then a support to continue. So once it started to break that low, you could say, okay, this could keep going up, but now that it's breaking the low of the previous 30 minutes, the probability of it going up versus going down is stronger to the downside. So then that's where you just look to manage.
Manage trade. Okay, perfect. Because I was stuck yesterday, but now I got it. Now you made it clear for me. Thank you, man.
So if your stop was here,
yeah,
and then this started to happen over here, once that happened, you could probably minimize half or close everything and look to re-enter. But the managing will kind of depend on what you are comfortable doing.
Okay, yeah.
So Paul, are you saying that like that support down there, are you saying that when it held support, you're talking about the body of the candle, because you're not talking about the wick?
Yep, so it'll be the body closes.
Okay, and that's what you mean when you say when it holds support?
Yep, so support, and then you see how this one closed underneath?
Yeah.
See how that didn't happen here, or down under here?
Yeah.
And then price went up.
Okay, so you don't use the wicks when you're talking about that. You only use support, or I mean, you only use bodies.
Yep, the wicks can be kind of like targets.
Okay.
Exactly, Paul. The same thing we said.
Yep, that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
Got to write that little nugget down, Paul.
Pooping out nuggets today. All this Kevin Hart. But no, so when you're looking at the wicks as the targets, yes, that's good. But so let's say we're targeting up here like this wick, right? But this is our resistance. It could react from these bodies and then do something you don't want it to do. So ideally this wick would kind of be that's the high that was created, which is where we should get back to, but it still needs to get through here first. So once you hit the bodies, I would say start managing risk at that point. So price pushed up to these bodies here from, like, let's say here, and these just went straight up to these bodies. That's where you would look to say, okay, if we start breaking lows of previous candles or we start closing bearish, we'll start to manage, because then we would say we're rejecting this area again. The wicks are the target, but you want to make sure you're starting to manage it once it gets to the bodies.
Okay.
Up, Faith Harmon. Appreciate it. Glad it helped. Tab. Yeah, I think AJ should continue down. Again, if we need to make sure we maintain structure. Oh, I guess open already happened, right? 6, yeah. Doesn't look like too much volume. Like we break that low, we should get a nice little move down. You get confused since if price is bullish and forms a bearish candle. Well, yeah, bearish would be resistance. And remember, we're looking to determine this bearish idea we're looking at. All we're looking at is this right here. Yes, this is bullish, but right now we're making lower lows, lower highs. So we're going to expect that until we start to see some resistances getting broken. So when you are looking at it, see how resistance is holding every time and support gets broken? And if we're going bullish, our support holds every time and then the resistance gets broken. So until, for this to, right here, because this is kind of our example, for this to go bullish, we would need to break a previous resistance, which would be this area here. And then we could say maybe we start moving bullish. Yep, lower lows, lower highs, because we're just looking at the most recent information. So right now, this looks more bearish based on what this 30 minutes telling us right now. Right now on the 4 hour, it could be looking more bullish, which it does. But it made a high. 4 hours should make a higher low, which would make sense for the 30 minute to come down.
So on AJ, that's a strong 30. That's a strong support, correct? Those 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. That's rejecting.
It could be if we break resistance. I mean, I still think we're coming bullish. So our bearish, I wouldn't be looking for any buys right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Because remember, if we're gonna continue down, are we gonna break through support or break through resistance? We're gonna come down.
To break through support.
Yep. Oh. Just trading the trend, and if the trend is not changing, then we should break support. But this is that Tokyo open volume I was telling about. If your stops are above here, you just got stopped out. This could come back and close underneath. Next one go bearish, and we continue right back down. So let's see what happens here. Let's look at the 15. Yep. So if this 15 closes underneath here, and the next one goes bearish, I think we're going to be coming down to fill this wick here and tap into this support down here. But we'll see. That stopped out. Yep. The idea was there, guys. I liked the idea, but Tokyo Open, it's been doing this for months. So EJ starting to go bullish now. Yeah, I would say that. Looks like it's breaking resistance. So I would wait for a support to get created, depending on where this closes. If this pulls all the way back and closes underneath here, then I think you gotta wait a few more candles and see what the next one does at least. But if we close above here, I would be looking for a pullback for support to then push back up and kind of test that high. How long do I wait after Tokyo Open? I like about 15 minutes. But so we have to wait for something to set up, so it's not 15 minutes after, boom, we enter a trade regardless. We make sure we're waiting at least 15 minutes, and then when the opportunity presents itself, we'll do something. One trade a session. Yep, I'll see you in London, Garzat. Unless you want to jump on Zoom and hang out. What do I like to see on 4 hour structure? Nothing. I don't even need to look at it. I typically can just look at the 15 minute and figure out what I need to do. 4 hours, just nothing. Doesn't need to do anything. If the 15 minutes making lower lows, lower highs, and it's moving in clean candles, that's all that matters. We'll see what happens, Anthony. I don't know what's going to happen. So for trades, this is that where patience is required. Because if we close above here, then I think buys are the play. But if we close underneath and if we go bearish again, then I think we're still respecting resistance and we'll come down. And then all we did is we just had volume, so that's why we wicked above. Because we had more volume in these candles here than we did in these ones. So price would just be doing this. Bearish again. and maybe come down like that. So we'll see what happens. But again, this is if we close above, then we would say we'll be looking for that. If we respect and we go bearish again, then we continue to trade resistance. Because you never know where it's gonna go. But I like to say these if statements, because if it happens and if this happens, then you can take your trade. If neither of those ifs happen, then you keep watching. Don't do anything. You know what I mean? So, your cream of wheat. Watch the chart, hang out, relax. Get some coffee. You know what I'm saying? Just relax a little bit. Got 7 minutes to the close. Probably another 15 for an entry, depending on how we close. And we'll go from there.
Oh, are you gonna be up for London?
Yep.
All right, cool.
I will sleep
Damn,
tomorrow.
man, don't sleep.
Hey, I literally tried all day to sleep. I laid in bed all day. I wanted 1 hour of sleep. Wouldn't happen.
Not even, you don't take no melatonin or nothing?
Well, I have CBD, but
Okay,
the gummies I bought have been keeping me up. Or it's the amount of caffeine I have at night. I'm not sure.
And you mix them with the CBD?
Well, I take the CBD gummies when I'm done trading so I can fall asleep within like a 30 minutes. But for some reason, I feel like they've been keeping me up. But
yeah, doing the opposite.
It might not be the gummies. I think it's the fact that I have 2 monsters. I'll have a monster during the live stream and then a monster after while I'm getting ready for the gym. And then I'll have a cup of coffee at like 4 a.m. while I'm kind of just chilling for trades. So either the caffeine is up or it's the gummies.
Dang, Paul, that's a stomach ache for me. He's got a stomach ache for me.
So many mixed emotions. It's like I finally
I think Jay stayed up for the first time yesterday.
For London?
Yeah.
Yeah,
first
time.
Yo, I hopped on at 2, I woke up at 1:30, took my trade at 2, finished around 2:30, 2:40, I would have been done and falling asleep. But instead, I made a bad move and took that third trade and fell asleep around 7 or 6. I could have been done.
Don't go too hard on your forex because you just improve on it. You'll get better. Just eliminate the mistakes, bro.
Yeah, it ranged too. So there's nothing. If you were looking at GJ in the morning, it was ranging. So if you were in subs, I think you were on the right side. Price it didn't want to go down. That's why we ranged, and then we popped up really hard. So 200 plus milligrams will keep me up. See, I'm pretty immune to caffeine though. That's the thing. I can usually drink a monster and then go to bed right after if I'm tired, but I just wasn't tired, I guess. I do think that caffeine definitely had influence in me being up for 24 hours straight and still not being tired. So, but I did try to sleep.
Every day?
What?
Do you drink caffeine like every day, or is it like?
Oh yeah, my blood is caffeine.
That's probably.
Hook me up to an IV and Monster energy drinks.
Jeez.
The sugar
Monster needs to sponsor you.
The zero.
By Monster.
The Monster Zero, of course.
Monster Zero. What is that? Has no sugar? Or what is it?
No calories, no sugar, no nothing. Actually, that's a lie. It has 2 grams of carbs.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Gonna put a buy on this trade. What trade? What trade we looking at, Nathan? I don't like pre-workout. That's the thing. I do not take pre-workout when I work out.
Everything natural.
No.
He said no.
At the moment, yes, but no. I don't care about that.
Okay.
That's for sure. Alright, Nathan, what do we got going on? We got EA. Hold resistance, beautiful.
See what happens.
I think it may push up looking at the 4 hour. If since we already made that lower low.
I think I'm on board with your idea, but I think for risk management or risk to reward purposes, I think if you liked sells once we closed bearish, that one should have been good enough, or maybe the break of the low. because then you could have secured something down here, or at least went break even, and then let it run much safer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he entered too late, you would say?
Depends on what his plan is, but I think if you liked sells, the resistance forming here when it did again here should have been. I think that was good enough, because then you could have had the same stop, but a better risk to reward.
Yeah.
Because you see this kind of at support now down here.
Yeah. So
that
that would have been your TP, basically.
Well, it's his trade, so it could have been TP, or it could have been maybe secure half, or just get break even, and then it either continues really nicely for you, or if it starts to dick around, you get hit break even, you can re-enter.
Okay, got it.
I think I think you're on the right side of the trade, for sure.
Yeah.
I do think it looks like it's coming down, and resistance is being respected. I just think for your risk to reward purposes, you could have been break even by now, and then if it does make that lower low and break through that little minor support, beautiful. It's a phenomenal, and your entry will be much safer at break even then too.
Yeah. I have a question, I guess more of an opinion. Do you think it's easier to have a better win rate with your strategy, or is it easier to have a better like risk reward, like a 1.5 or a 2-to-1, something like that?
I really been liking the higher risk to reward.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it might be easier, because like a lot of the times, like you close at like 10 or 15 pips and like it goes like 30 or 40.
Yep.
So.
I've really been liking the risk to reward, because then I can take less trades and still make just as much, if not more money, and I don't even have to win as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I lost 2 this morning. If I win 1 trade, I'm back in profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's good for psychology too.
Exactly. Because looking at the week, like, oh shit, shoot. Sorry, YouTube, don't ban me. Please don't ban me. Like, oh shoot, I'm 0-2 on Monday. Like, oh, dang it, that sucks. Kind of how I wasn't happy. I hate starting Mondays like that. But looking at it in terms of probabilities, what are the chances I'm going to win 1 trade this week? Pretty high. Pretty darn high. What does that do? That puts me to break even. Actually, that puts me a little bit into profit, about 0.5% into profit. So if I don't take any trades the rest of the week except 1 and I win, I end the week in profit. If I get 2 winners, then it's a great week. So 2-2 for the week. It's gonna be, that would be like anywhere from 4 to 8%. So I hate losing. I was not happy about that it started ranging, but it is what it is, and then win 1 or 2 trades, and then you're all good.
Yeah.
I like it way better.
Paul, I just want to ask. This is a question for everyone. Did anyone see the news coming today?
No.
Like, was it something for it to come, or was it all of a sudden? Did it catch everyone?
It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This is what it looked like.
What about Sharma, the fundamental queen?
What's up?
She does, right?
Fundamental queen.
What's up?
Don't be racist.
I was asking, did you see it coming? The news.
No.
The news.
No, we didn't. But even with the push across the board, it's still gonna get retraced from a technical perspective. So that's all I'm waiting for. We're still gonna get a retracement of that huge bullish push.
Sharma, do you trade London, or what session do you trade?
I trade almost every session, but I've been switching between London and New York.
And what session do you find better, or do you find more accurate wins?
If I'm trading, let's say EJ or GJ, then I would be trading London session. It just moves better during London session. And then if I'm trading EU or GU, then New York session.
Okay. Do you usually stick to 4 pairs, or you're comfortable with taking more than 4 pairs?
I'm comfortable with taking more than 4 pairs. I've watched the euro and the pound, and also the dollar.
Yeah.
So any pair that has those three currencies, I'm comfortable trading.
That's awesome. Really awesome.
How long have you been trading?
Literally only 5 months, like actually going hard and actually trying and learning. I've got introduced to it 3 years ago, but I was never, my head was not in the right mindset.
Right.
Yeah, but I've been looking at you, Stefano's, Paul, Sammy, and I just been going off of you guys.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Paul's really good, and then Pipstar as well, and
Yeah.
then Gujot is always sharing his charts too.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah,
Gurjot's okay.
Dang, the shade.
He'll pop on here in a few minutes. Whenever you talk crap about him, he just comes out of nowhere. He's just lurking in the background. He's like, "All right, who am I coming at tonight?" Thank you for the sub, Hack Miser. Appreciate it. Am I streaming NY session? No, I am not. I will be asleep, hopefully, during New York session. What are you saying, Chama?
I was just saying that's pretty good that he just started, because I think it's a great year to start trading.
Mm-hmm.
Sharma, were you always a fundamental trader, or was that something that came with time?
What was that?
Were you always a fundamental trader, or was that something that came with time?
That came with time. So when I started trading, I knew that there's not just the technical traders in the market. There's not just the fundamental traders in the market. So for me, it was always understanding the strategy of using fundamentals, sentiment, and technical analysis together. But understanding fundamentals and getting a little bit better at it came with time.
Okay. Nice.
Show the custom. So, like, you want to set yours up for your time zone, or your time zone and your trading time. So day separation, I don't know where that thing is. I think it's the same color as the background, so it doesn't pop up. But 2:30. So this actually, when it's on 2:30, it actually starts popping up. At 1. So I think the time's messed up. So it's like 1:30, 1:15, right at London Open, till 6:30. And then this is the Asian session one, which is 18 to 23.
Do you think the volume is picking up for the Asian session now?
I think it's coming back slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there. I'll be right back. I gotta go heat up my coffee.
Outside yourself when you have all of the world inside. Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? You know, you can feel it. Look inside. You know.
Are we all trading AJ?
No, I'm just watching. I've stopped trading Asian for about 3 months. Since July, I think.
Just because of the volume?
The volume dying out, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just come on and talk to you guys.
Yeah, I just hopped in today too, just to hang out pretty much. Yeah, for EJ on the 4 hours, since we're coming back down now. We have the 4-hour candles, or 3 4-hour candles just coming back down.
Yep. Look at that. Resistance being respected. GJ come back too. Yep.
EJ is coming down for sure. The 4-hour candles are just coming back down.
What do we got for news? Time is it? 6:22. Didn't do too much.
We just had the low impact news before the session started. The bank lending and current account.
Yeah.
Oh, that came out negative.
Things coming down. Like we said, we closed above with Tokyo Open, just like I showed on that example before Tokyo Open even happened. And we're closing right back in. What up, Salim? How's it going? What up, Kelly? How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Been a few minutes. Gonna look at ECAD. If you type !chart, you will get instructions on how to have requests sent to the EJ is coming down. Same thing, Jose. Send your chart or !chart. That will tell you how to request charts. That thing's moving. That's too big of a stop. I was hoping we were going to close bearish and get a good stop loss, but that 30 minutes way too big. Yeah, we're looking already like a 30 pip stop. It means if we're going to hit 2-to-1, we need like 60. I think the play is going to be to wait for a better stop loss, because now we've kind of, just like I drew, we respected here. Now we're making a lower low, get a lower high, get another resistance, and then look to take it down again.
That's a huge rejection with 2 to the top. I think that was a 30-minute that you were looking at.
Yeah, this is a stop, a 30 pip. I don't want to take a 30 pip stop in Asian.
Yeah.
I don't expect volume to give us 60 pips. You know
I would
what I mean?
definitely wait for price to come back to that 76,500, and then take that trade coming down the way that you just showed it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, we'll scale into the smaller time frames to get a better
Right.
stop. Yep.
It's just the first 30 minutes of the session.
Yeah. So we got plenty of time, and like you guys have noticed, whenever the stream ends, setups present themselves. So make sure you're paying attention, because there will be, I made my decision over the weekend, there will be no buy or sell chart on the screen. If you're gonna be here and copy, you're gonna have to pay attention. And if you're here to learn, then you should either have learned enough to know when a trade is good enough to enter, or at least what I'm looking for to enter, if you're kind of using me as some sort of confirmation, which I'd recommend you try not to do. Especially when you're trading by yourself, you're going to want to just be confident in your own trade. But if I get a trade, I will say it. I will say where my stop is. I will say where my target is. But you will not see anything on the screen. So
Paul is teaching discipline on the stream now.
I've always been teaching discipline. What you mean?
And taking notes.
Yeah, I've never really enforced taking notes. But I mean, Asian, we used to get 2 to 3 opportunities. Like, we'd have like 2 opportunities before Tokyo Open even happened, and now it's like we sit here for 3.5 hours and there's literally nothing sometimes. So I think at least we can do is try to learn.
Yep.
When is the last time you took an Asian trade?
I didn't take one last week, so I think it was the week, not last week, but the week before on like Wednesday. I think I took a AJ sell.
Okay, so that's the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that discipline too.
Yes, sir. 76-200 for first target. Yeah, because I think the 15-minute does have that bearish little minor support. Yeah, we got a little minor level here. But honestly, if we do get an opportunity where we kind of make that low, we get a lower high, I'm just going to take it 2-1, maybe 3-1. Because I do see this, excuse me, like I said at the beginning of the stream, do see this dwindling, lower, lower, lower high, kind of weak all the way down, maybe to here would kind of be like your like super target 75-500 area. So
Can I see to the left of that? Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
kind of it's where we've been tapping this whole time.
Yep, and you can see that was a strong resistance level too, because you do see wicks coming fairly close to it. So once price breaks past a level like that, without a retracement, then you can definitely expect price to come all the way down to that zone, not even that level, but to that zone, and then come back up.
I'm gonna retest it.
Yeah, that was just the market optimism that price was waiting for a very long time, and then once you got that vaccine news,
got above that level, we couldn't get above.
Yeah,
Thanks.
But definitely wait for that retracement if you're looking for buys.
100%. That'd be a good buy spot once we get down to there, and then start 15 minutes starts making that higher low, higher high structure. That'd be pretty good.
That would be sweet. Can you calculate the pips if someone were to catch buys down there, coming back up to our current resistance?
Oh god. So you get it like here. 144 pips.
Yeah.
Solid trade.
We could turn that into a swing trade. Just hold on to it.
Oh, yeah.
Keep scaling in.
Yep, GJ should come down. AJ's coming down. Looks like EJ's coming down is what I heard. So, yeah. Does DJ have a better stop loss? No, that's a bigger stop. Okay. I think AJ should trend a little better too. Thank you, Faith. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, so I think one other possible entry you could do is if price wicks up here and you can get, say if you can get anywhere like a 15 pip stop loss, I think that would be worth it, because then it's 15 back down and then 15 more to put you at 2-1. So if this thing wicks up pretty good, I think that could be a good entry and put your stop above resistance, and then price should continue down.
I could annotate really quick here. I think if even if you get like a respect of this low support that price has made, and it makes a wick right there, then I'll probably just keep my stop loss like a couple of pips above that and then let it run. So if you're not even comfortable with 15 pips, you could probably take that as a stop loss and then continue down. Just for people who may not be comfortable with like 15 pips or anything like that.
Yeah, I get you. There, TJ. Have a good night.
How many pips is it to the downside?
From here,
Yeah.
90. First little minor support. Got about 16.
Mm-hmm.
I think if the 5 minute can make resistance come up, make some resistance, that would be a good idea for where the top wick should be on that 30 minute to then continue down. Stops above the high up there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And like 15 pip stop loss for like 90 pip return, it's not bad at all.
No, that's really good.
Or like even if you can't get the entire 90, like at least like 70 or 60.
Even 2 to 1.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Hey Sharma, when did you start trading?
I started trading Forex in 2016.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
I'm 22.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
Right,
at a young age, how did you have that mindset to because like at that age, I was just probably playing video games.
Honestly, the financial markets was like a video games for me.
Okay.
So first I started off with stocks, and then so it was pretty much opposite for me than like a lot of traders, because I started off with like journaling. Like I was obviously too young to like really invest in stocks. So I used to have like this Excel sheet with all the companies I wanted to trade, and then what's happening with the price, with support, resistance, the basics, learned all that. Where's the price sitting at? Is there any important news coming out? And then from there, I started getting into those financial statements, earnings per share, all that stuff. And then I used to document all of that. And then from there, when I was old enough, and then there were like simulators too, to demo invest. So I did all of that as well. And then once I was finally old enough, I invested real money. And then I was like, okay, what are some other financial markets that I can probably get into? And that's how I learned about Forex. And did the same exact thing. First, it was pretty much starting off with journaling, and then finally investing into it.
That's really awesome, especially since at a young age. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
It's really awesome. I'm super proud.
Thank you for the sub, Eugene. Appreciate it.
How do you like Forex now? It's getting easier, right?
It is getting easier, but it's teaching me a lot about money management and a lot about the economy. So it has a big toll, and my mindset changed, not gonna lie, especially with discipline. It's changing, but I'm still working, I'm still grinding and working, trying to be like you guys.
That's all you got to do. It's for anything, right? And not even just Forex. If you want to get good at anything, you just gotta work for it.
Like Forex. Like I don't want Forex to be the only thing I want to do. I want to have multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
Because you never know. One day I might be like, I don't want to trade the Forex no more.
Yeah. There's a lot of like other things that you could invest in as well. A lot of people talk about like real estate. There's that, of course, and then you have
Amazon.
And then you have like other instruments that you could invest in too.
Yeah, that's what I want, especially real estate.
Yeah, and there's it's not a financial legal advice or anything like that, but I'm just saying that through the research I've learned that if you're a student right now and you
Yeah.
invest in the treasury bond, then whatever profits that you get, you don't even have to pay taxes on them because you're still a student.
What?
So you could just say that I'm using those profits to
Yeah.
pay for
That's smart. Wow, I never
Yeah.
thought of that. That's really smart.
I'm not giving anyone advice. I'm just saying this is what I've learned from my research. I'm just making it clear.
Hey, Sharma, if I have any questions, I could ask you on your
Yeah,
DM.
yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sell now? I mean, do it. You can do whatever you want. If you want to sell, do your thing. Really like to see this push up higher.
I think that wick right here would be perfect, and then the move down,
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping for.
or like even here, like a little bit in that range, and then down.
Yeah, ideally on that blue line. That'd give a 15 pip stop, so kind of what I'm looking for. Is we get some sort of lower high up there, not right here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Looks like Eugene, we got a new stream boss. So if you guys are new here, if you're new here, the stream boss, whose ever name is on that little health thingy at the end of the stream, they get to come into the call with us the next day and kind of hang out and Zoom with everyone for the whole session.
You good, Paul?
Yeah, just something in my throat. I'm fine.
Just making sure, you know.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it. Gotta keep each other healthy, right?
Yep, yep. No wonder. I was looking at my MT4 and TradingView, and I was like, wow, these are really messed up. I had GJ up the whole time. Whoops.
Hey, can I ask both of you guys questions? You, Paul and Sharma.
Yeah, what's up?
How did you guys control your emotions when it came to trading?
Time. More time on the charts. More mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's also understanding that, especially in Forex, there's always opportunities. So
Yeah.
for me, it was like, okay, so what if I lost that sell, right? There's going to be another sell coming. There's going to be, if it made a retracement, there's going to be another buy coming, right? So I'm not losing any opportunities. It's just being able to kind of adapt to the market conditions. That
Yeah.
instead of just thinking sell, 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 okay, well, now the sells are over. The trend is bullish. I'm looking for buys now.
Okay. I'm really trying to up my psychology when it comes to trading. I feel like I have that's what I need to work on also, is my psychology too.
I
That's
think
gonna
risk
come with time, too.
management, yeah, that and risk management also helps a lot. So creating a trading plan, let me go ahead and pull up. There's a document. When I started trading, I found this document. It's from the Federal Reserve,
Yeah.
and it's called. If you look it up, it's going to be on their website. It's called Overview of Risk Management and Trading Activities. It lays out exactly how financial institutions kind of manage their risk. So if you go on the second page of it, it tells you the risk management mandate from senior management and the board of directors should include. There's bullet points. All you have to do is kind of translate that, language into retail trader and your trading plan, and just follow that.
Follow that.
It's like a
Okay.
92. Yeah, and there's like different kinds of risks that it talks about. Types of market risk. You have your interest rate risk, and then if you go down, it says foreign exchange risk. So this document literally lays out everything that you need.
Yeah, everything's out there for you. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So that's the document that I used when I started creating trading plans for myself and understanding risk.
Yeah, and that helped you.
Yeah, and it's from the Federal Reserve, so
it's official.
Pretty legit. It's pretty legit.
It's legit.
Yeah.
76,600, a good entry point. If that's what your plan says, yeah, sure. Yeah, Trading in the Zone is a good audiobook. It's kind of bland, but good audiobook. A lot of good perspective.
Paul, I love how you have that do what you want vibe. He's like, do what you want.
Well,
it's your money.
Yeah, when they ask questions like that,
do what you want. I'm gonna start saying that. Do what you want.
Yeah, it's not a signal live stream, so the question is, can I buy? Can I sell? Sure. Whatever. I mean,
what you want.
Whatever. Should you? Probably not. But can you? Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I think the best thing is like on your YouTube where you have "This is for educational purposes only. Do not try at home." I love that.
Yeah. I think I got rid of the "do not try at home" because there was too many words. But yeah, do not try at home.
Yeah, this stream is very laid back and chill. I like it.
Thank you. Got 208 today. We're getting back up. Not at our normal numbers yet, but I think once Asian's got its full volume back, we'll get back up to 800-900.
So many mixed emotions.
People are slowly coming back.
Yeah. We're not even really trading Asian session yet.
Yeah, I remember in June, July, we hit 800 to 900 numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We were close to that 5 Magic Keys giveaway.
We were real close to it.
Is that still going ahead?
What's up?
Is that still going ahead, the giveaway?
Yeah, it's still there. Once we hit 1,000 live, they'll do a Magic Keys giveaway.
Cool.
I think it's gonna take a minute to get there, but that's all good. So the AJ creates resistance. I'd put it at whatever new resistance is created. So, like we're closing bullish on the 15.
I would just wait for that top work on the next one, and then continuation down.
I love how we don't have to make trading complicated. You guys don't make it complicated at all. It's literally, you guys make it seem so simple.
It is pretty simple, but like I guess the hardest part is again that risk management, waiting for the trade, and the psychology.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you get the highlight for the Tokyo Open? Well, it's not a highlight for Tokyo Open. It's just it's a highlight for the whole session. So whenever I'm looking at the chart, that's what's highlighted. It's just a session time zone indicator. That's all it is. Any chance of a collab with other YouTube traders? Hannah FOREX. Yeah, I messaged her a while ago. Never heard back, so probably not her. But I thought she would be good because she does. I think FTMO is like her main thing. So I thought that would have been a cool guest to get on, but she did not reply to YouTube or Instagram. So I guess we're not known enough. So.
I heard about her. She seems dope.
Yeah, she looks cool.
I actually followed her. Yeah.
Got like she's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that she just recently quit her job too.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, real cool. Probably sleeping during Asian? Yeah. I mean, we could always do a YouTube video too. I mean, I'm up during London, so yeah. But I mean, still could have replied, you know, said yes, said no, but no worries.
Paul, I saw this has to do with trading, but I saw your gaming videos, bro. You are sick.
Which ones? On Instagram?
Yeah, the most recent ones. The most recent ones I saw.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
watching it and I was like, oh, I can't curse, but yeah, you know. That's right. I don't want to lose you. Get monetized.
Yeah. Gaming's fun. I don't think I'll play competitively again, but still fun.
How long you been gaming though? Like seriously, like taking it serious?
Oh, well, I haven't gamed seriously in a while, but when I was, it was 3 or 4 years. Serious.
Those recent clips are old.
No, that's just.
Bro, you have not even lost your mojo. It's like you're going
Oh no, I'm
hard.
definitely better now, but I don't know if I want to put the time in to get there again. I think I could.
Yeah.
Do like get like a big gaming stream, but
Oh, that'd be so dope.
that would be awesome, but that would mess up everything else I'm doing, and that would just be way too much.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah.
Yeah, for streaming, coaching, trading, and finding time to sleep, that's already hard enough.
Yeah, especially like days like this where you didn't get any sleep.
Yeah, doesn't help. Yeah.
You don't need to sleep. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll just stay up till I die.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
At least you'll die a millionaire.
Hopefully. I hope so.
You'll die a legend.
That's the plan. Make some sort of impact. Help as many people as I can.
The only guy who ever traded and does Asian streams.
What's up?
So you're gonna be the first #1 guy that only did Asian streams.
Yeah, nobody else liked it.
I don't know anybody else that does this.
Nobody likes Asian session. Rightfully so. I mean, it's not. It's kind of boring, honestly. It's kind of boring, but it fits with my schedule perfectly.
And you did that for yourself. You did that for the community, actually.
Yeah, it's more for everyone else than me, and it just works out in terms of timing for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's like I've said before, there's a ton of people that do Asian session that there's just nobody there for. You know what I mean? There's no free live stream, no free education for the Asian session for people that are just starting, that are still working 9 to 5, that only can trade Asian because they have families and jobs, and like there's nobody there for them. So
took the words out of my mouth. Exactly what I was gonna say. Yep.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that's 100% of the reason why I'm here.
we're glad to have you, sir. An IV drip a monster and I'll be good? Yeah, you're right. I think that'll be my next investment. A monster IV drip.
You ever had the Monster Euros? The Euro edition? Comes in like a 24-ounce can with a screw top. It's called Monster. You can Google it. It's called Monster Euro. Best monster ever. They're real hard to find though.
Are they zero everything?
Yeah, zero every. It's that fermented. It's that type of sugar that's it's not. I forgot how they do it. It's like a fermentate. It's like the real Monster, like the original recipe that you get over in Germany, or is it Czech Republic, wherever it's from. It's like, I think it's Germany or Austria, but it's like, I'll send you a link. It's the real deal, though. There's no sugar, and you'll be good luck. Don't drink any coffee before that.
Yeah, I just like the taste and the bubbles. It doesn't even really. I don't think it gives me energy, but I guess it does since I'm still not tired. But
Placebo effect.
How often does MT4 say not responding for you?
I don't know what that's about.
It's just today.
Huh. I don't know. I haven't had that. I'd have it connect and disconnect, but that's about it.
Dharma, did you drop out of school, or are you still in the university?
I got my bachelor's. Now I'm doing my master's.
Nice.
At 22, wow, congrats.
Thank you.
Damn. Super, wow. No, I say that a lot because other people's success motivates me like more, especially at a young age.
Yeah. Yeah, success just means different to different people, I guess. For some traders that I've seen, it just means like, you know, if you're financially successful, they don't really want to go to school or do any of that. But I like learning, and the bigger thing for me, even going to school, is just having those networks with those professors because they've been in this industry.
And how did you balance trading with school?
So when I started trading, that's when I had just started college. So what I used to do is, it was a lot of day trading and swing trading. So initially, you know, I was also like glued to my phone, to my screen, just seeing what is the price doing this and that. But I just started creating alerts because now I was like, I need to have some kind of balance in my life. So I just created an alert, you know, wherever price is going. And then again, that's kind of what forced me to change my mentality of there's always going to be opportunities in the market. So I don't really need to stress myself out.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. No, but I asked because you start giving me ideas too. So I start thinking of my own ideas.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, whatever works for you. For me, it was day trading, and then got to swing trading. And then scalping was like when I was doing my homework at night, doing my assignments. And then I would just have like the screen up on the side looking at charts in my break. But
That's true. I was talking to Sammy about Paul. Paul, I was telling Sammy how when I was looking at your streams, I wasn't looking at you trading. I was looking at you as a person because that's where I feel more comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because anybody could trade, but I feel like I like to know who the person is for themselves and how they really are. So that's what attracted me more to you. Now, it wasn't even the trade; it was how you were as a person. And then
it's because I'm pretty, huh? It's because I'm pretty.
Of course, man. You know, you're beautiful.
Yeah. No, I get it. I've said that too. Is you like no matter how good of a trader someone is, if you can relate to someone better, you're gonna learn better from them, regardless.
That's very true.
If someone's decent and someone's way better at trading, but you relate way better to the decent trader, you're gonna learn better from that person.
Yeah.
So,
even like what, of course, even like what Sharma says, like even without the trading, I think her doing her bachelor's or her master's at 22 is success for me. You know, seeing that because that's great at a young age. That's amazing, literally.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just you gotta define it for yourself. What does success mean to you? It doesn't mean financial success for everyone, because I guess after a certain level, you know, you're pretty much over it. You're like, okay, I've broken that barrier in my mind. What do I do next?
Yeah. So where do you and Paul see you guys? Like, where do you guys see yourself in 2-3 years? Like in the near future? Like, what's something you guys want to have planned, or do you guys have anything planned that you guys want to do?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Paul. You could answer it first.
I can't answer it. It's a secret. But yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. And Sharma?
For me, it's just creating some kind of an impact, whether it's through like a product that helps people in this trading industry, or you know, something else. But creating that impact, and then also on the side having some businesses of my own.
Yeah. Smart. Yeah. Awesome. You could definitely do that easily. Both of you.
Even with businesses, you know, whatever you learn in trading, you could really apply to anything in life. Even with businesses, you know, it takes time. You don't have overnight success.
Yeah, what I want to do is open up, because my father owns a medical business or a medical center for like car accidents. So I would love to open one also. And right now I'm studying for X-rays technology. So I'm doing that as a backup because I feel like anything medical is always gonna be there.
Yes, 100%.
Got 1 hour left on the 4 hour. This hourly's about to close.
Also, did family ever doubted you guys? Like girlfriends, boyfriends, and family? Anybody that ever doubted you, or like, were like, what the hell are you guys doing on the computer 24/7? Yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
It's a normal thing too. Yeah.
For me, I didn't tell my parents about me trading until 2 years ago, and
Oh, wow.
that was just because just like the community that I come from, the parents are always like, go get a traditional education, go get a job.
Oh,
go
like a rule.
secure-
Okay, yeah, rules.
Yeah, go secure your future. So for myself, if this was something that I wanted to do, I should be able to prove myself. And so
course, yeah.
I told my parents about it, and literally my mom didn't believe me. And she was like, all right, you know what, if you're so good at it, here's $100, go flip it to 400 for me in a week. And when I did that, I came back and I gave it to her, and she was like, oh shit, like, it's legit.
Hey, that pumps me up. Yeah, hearing that pumps me up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how did you ever have a job? Like, were they ever like pressuring you to have a job, or did they only want you to do school?
It was only school, and so
Okay.
I used to have, like, you know, like on your birthday and stuff, you get money. So I used to save that up. And then my very first account, I deposited $100 in my FOREX account, and that's where I started off, just with that $100. And yeah,
You
that's
grew
pretty
it.
much where I've been. Yep.
Wow. You see, you don't need $1,000, $2,000. If you could grow $100 to whatever you have now, anybody could do anything.
The thing is the mindset. So
Yeah, it
someone could come and strip you of your entire finances. They could just, you know, you could be broke, but if you have that mindset of how to kind of like make your money, or, you know, how do you grow,
hustle. Yeah,
that's all you need.
yeah, you're a hustler. That's good.
Also for AJ here, I think we have that top wick now, so if this closes bearish, what do you say, Paul, to the downside?
I want to see how strong we close, but I was kind of looking at the 5 minute and it didn't. I wanted this one to close bearish, but it looks like this one is. Well, it looks good, but
I'm thinking if the next 15 minute comes and breaks the low of the current 15 minute, then that would be potential, with probably a stop loss a couple of pips above the blue line.
thank you for the sub, Tyler. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, we need to close bearish. See if this next one can.
Yeah.
Or even push up a little bit and then close bearish up here would be even better. Yeah, this line.
Yeah, we just started the 4 hour, right?
We got 59 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
I think we get another 15-minute resistance will be good.
The last hourly candle was just nasty.
Yeah. That Tokyo Open was wild. Broke the highs, broke the lows. We made a low, so now we just need a lower high, and I think we'll be good. Is GJ bearish enough for me?
I'm just looking at some news right now, and it's so funny. The title, it says COVID-19 vaccine hope, testing progress, and a woman named Corona.
Yeah, I don't know
What
about
a
this
coincidence.
one. This one could work out. I'm just... The hourly just looks real confused. I mean, if you break this low, That might work out as long as you respect the high. Just looks a little messy there. Plus, I don't like GJ in Asian session anyway, so that's probably also a little bit to do with that. Time is at 7. Got another hour and a half. Am I trading bearish at next resistance? Yeah, once we get a bearish candle, that will be sells. Oh, nice job, Nathan. Very nice. Send the afterwards chart. Let's see what it looks like now. Alright, so I'm gonna start to get tired right as soon as I need to.
I was gonna say the sleep is catching up to you, huh?
Right when I need to be up, so I'll just have to OD on some more caffeine for a little bit.
He said, "I'm not gonna." You said, "I'm not gonna sleep on GJ on London session."
Oh God, no, no. Nope. I refuse to miss a session.
It was funny. Yesterday, everybody seemed like they were taking losses together. The streams, I saw a couple streams take losses. The chat too.
What happened?
I said I felt like everybody took a loss together yesterday.
Oh, in New York?
No, bro, on
Sunday?
London. I was looking at the streams. I saw a couple streams, saw a couple losses, and then some are in our in the chart in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, those buys were very. I didn't see that coming at all. I thought we were coming down.
So the market is always unpredictable.
Oh yeah, always. But that doesn't happen enough to mess up your probability of having a winning, of being profitable. Even if you have the worst luck in the world, there's no way that should happen every time you enter a trade, or more than 50% of the time when you enter a trade. There's no way. And if it does, I think you'd probably be on the right side of that trade 50% of the time. So that could be good too.
It was kind of crazy today because I took a buy.
What's up?
It was kind of crazy today because I took a buy like half an hour before the news, and like about 30 seconds, like literally 30 seconds after the close, I saw it going up a pip every 3 seconds. I was thinking, definitely news just come out.
Yeah, that was wild.
Pumping, and then I was like, could have left it. Could have got 8-1, 10-1, even 20-1.
Yeah, but
Sammy,
you didn't know how
took the
far.
same trade.
You didn't know how far I was gonna go though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
But Sam, we took the same trade, Sammy. I believe so.
Yeah, we did.
So if you held on to your trade, what would have been your risk to reward with like whatever stop loss that you had? Let's say you had a runner going. How much would have been your risk to reward?
I believe I had an 8 pip stop loss or 10. Yeah.
So yeah, like 10-1, 12-1.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? That I realized, like I chart, like Paul. Remember how I chart up the lines?
Mm-hmm.
I marked them up. All the trades I had AJ, EJ, GJ all marked up, and it went perfectly. When I woke up this morning, exactly where I thought it was gonna go, it went.
Yep.
So it's just my psychology. I need to work on that. I really need to work on that.
Jay, he drew the lines after it happened.
Yep. That's a big part of it. Mm-hmm. That's why the group is so. That's why we have a book section. We have a motivation section, a don't give up section. Like that's why that stuff is in there, because that's equally as important as like your strategy or whatever. Yeah, I roll my eyes when I say that, because I mean you can make pretty much any strategy work. Like people trade against the trend and make it work. So I mean, you can if you do it long enough and you figure out how to make it work, you can make it work. It's just a matter of
anything's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
There's people who trade in consolidation too, and it works perfectly fine for them.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah.
Whatever fits your plan and the rules, just go for it.
Yeah.
That's a different psychology.
Yeah, I would say if you're available for all sessions, I would just pick a pair that you like best, and look at the sessions, see which one moves best, and then work off of that information. I think if you're looking at GJ, London is really, really good. Super consistent volume, consistent moves. So I would check that out if you look at GJ. Otherwise, just pick a pair. Pick your pair, 1 to 2 maybe, and then look at all 3 sessions. Which one does it move best in? And then which one does it consistently move best in? And then give it a go. Thank you for the sub, Brent. Appreciate it. Thank you for the sub, Brandon. Appreciate it, guys. On our way to 20K. Got another 10 to go.
Awesome. So there's this friend that I have that started trading probably like 4 months after me, and this guy he's killing it now. And I was talking to Sammy about it. I was like, bro, when I saw that he was killing it, I was like, what am I doing wrong? Because I was like, I knew I thought I knew, as much as I knew was more than him, but he got it way faster than me. So I saw how people work, and they work differently on their psychology and stuff like that. And everybody's different in what they're comfortable with. I've learned that everybody's timing is different.
Yep. Everyone's you gotta find your own path, pretty much.
Yeah.
7:30. It'll be a good 15-minute close.
Well, there's some news that came out about the UK saying that there might be a COVID vaccine that could be ready to distribute before Christmas.
How convenient.
They got like 10 million, I think.
It's funny that right as soon as the election's over, they miraculously find this cure. How convenient,
That's when COVID was like, okay, I'm out.
Definitely doesn't make it look like the virus was dependent on the election. Definitely not. Definitely not. No, I put up I saw a funny story, so I shared it, that the Biden mask mandate with the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Literally.
Did you see where Joe Biden was like, I'm Joe Biden's husband?
Oh, no, I didn't see that one.
Bro, this guy is so funny.
No. I saw some Trump stuff that it's like the Al Gore, like the media doesn't decide the president. So there's still no full decision yet.
There's probably for sure going to be a recount, I feel like.
Yeah, if they don't count the mail-in ballots, then bye Biden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trump is already. There was news today that Trump was suing Pennsylvania about their legal counts.
Yep.
So he's definitely trying to go for that recount.
What's your guys' take on that? About the counts and everything.
What's up?
What's your guys' take on it? Do you think it was supposedly rigged?
I don't know. I didn't put enough research into it.
I woke up Friday night. I'm looking at it, and there's Nevada at like 84%, and then Pennsylvania was still like pink on the map, right? Because it was still kind of towards the red state. And then I think there was another one too. I wake up Saturday morning, and it's all blue. I mean,
yeah,
it was
something.
It was funny because all those deciding states, like there's like 92%, Trump's just dominating, and then conveniently the last 8% is all mail-in ballots, like on multiple states in a row. Like, come on, like I can
Little
lie. I
sketchy.
can lie better than that. Come on.
Yeah, a little sketchy.
The math.
Yeah.
The math didn't add up. 92%.
Yeah,
Trump is
like,
winning.
Trump wins
8%
92%.
overpowers that.
Yeah, 8%. They're like, oh, it was because he won the important states. Like, really? In every single state, he won the big state, the big city. Like, come on, buy a little better than
Didn't
that.
this happen with Bush?
Yeah, it's like the Bush and Al Gore thing. The newspapers were all printing that Al Gore won, and then Bush ended up being president. So like, everyone just suckered it. Like I don't really care who wins. Like I'm not really.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really. I would prefer Trump win because it's going to be better for the pound because he wants to work with the UK with all the Brexit nonsense, whatever. But and Biden with the mask thing, I'm really against that because that's just ridiculous. But I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So plus again, I don't really care too much because I'm still going to be able to do what I do without really any issue. If you make me wear a mask in my house, then there's gonna be some hands thrown. But other than that, we'll probably be fine, you know. But I mean, I still think like everyone's just like CNN says Biden won, so let's all go celebrate. Like, well, really not how it works.
Well, that's the thing. I don't look at CNN or Fox. I'll look at like any
Federal Reserve.
Yeah, Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Federal Reserve is a big fan.
You have your own password and username, Sharma? They give you your own. She's locked in with them.
No comments.
Nobody's salty. Nobody's salty.
I'm not trying to get.
I don't think. I mean, I'm not.
Nobody's salty. We're just talking about basic math.
Like I said, I don't really care who wins. I would prefer Trump win, just because that's what I would prefer. And yeah, the mask thing. If he's really gonna go around and mandate masks everywhere, like, then he's a fucking clown.
But at the end of the day, everybody lives their life.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day,
I don't have a preference because in this market, either you buy or you sell, you're still making money. Who cares?
It doesn't matter. Nope, no trades yet.
Not salty at all.
Yeah, if we close bearish, I'm thinking there might be some sells.
As long as it doesn't affect our lives, like, you know.
I mean, I've been hearing my entire life that every election's going to affect it, but I've yet to notice any effect. So,
I mean, at most, what do? You just take out money from Bitcoin.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is there some tips on stocks that you could give us? That what you're looking at?
I'm not investing in stocks right now at all.
Oh, okay,
I mean, regardless of who wins, we don't have for a healthy stock market. You need to have a healthy economy. We have a divergence between the stock market and the economy right now, where the U.S. economy pretty much sucks, right? We keep, like, a couple of weeks, you hear about businesses opening up, and then it's like, okay, no, another lockdown.
Yeah.
Right. So our economy literally sucks, and so all that's been happening so far is just injecting money into the stock market, and then that's why you get those heavy corrections because it's not natural movement. It's just injection of money into the stock market.
And aren't we like in trillions in debt?
Yeah, we're in a lot of debt, and so I mean, regardless,
we're never gonna pay that back. You need to. We're never gonna pay that back.
Instead of injecting the money in the stock market, you need to be helping the economy, because in return, you have a lot of retail investors who are going to be investing in the stock market. But if you don't have a healthy economy where the jobs aren't opening up, these people don't have like a consistent source of income, how are they going to invest in the stock market, right? Especially if you're having all these red days all the time. So if you have an economy where you have jobs opening up, where you don't have that fear of, okay, I might lose my job tomorrow because there may be a potential lockdown coming or anything like that. When you get to that stage of recovery, that's when you're going to start seeing the stock market coming up the healthy way, the natural way, because now people have money to actually put into the stock market.
Yeah, that really makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're never gonna pay that back.
Now you just keep printing money. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I have another meeting to hop into.
Right, that-
But
For,
good luck.
for us to a new Earth. All right, bye.
See you there, Shama.
See you, Paul.
John, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll go away. I don't think that'll go away. I think it'll be okay. Stock market as a whole could be a bad play. Yeah, maybe at the moment, let things kind of let the election crap finish. Probably be a good idea. Excuse me.
Well, by tinkering with MT4, they answered a couple of my questions, but Lord,
We'll figure it out as soon as
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
like you guys were talking about earlier, though, I was so used to this Weeble at trading pre-market stocks, and I said this before, but Weeble is like it's like Robinhood. It's like a video game. It's so, you feel so removed from the data. Like Weeble's a little better than Robinhood, but a lot different from using a desktop app.
Yeah, I've never really seen either, so I can't answer to any of that. Looks like AJ is trying to push down. If we break that support, that could be moving real nice.
You mean from the previous candle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we can break past here, that'd be really nice to keep moving down. You got in on the bearish close. Nice job, Faith. Nice job. Yep, yeah, if you guys want chart requests, if you guys don't want to mark up and analyze your own chart and send it in, you can request a chart. Cost you $2. So for those of you who got money to blow and you want to be a little lazier and not do your own analysis on a chart, or you just want my analysis on a chart I don't look at, that is a new option you guys can do. Otherwise, I would recommend still marking up and sending your own chart in. That's going to be the best, but totally up to you. Yeah, I'd really like to see this push down to like 76, 250 area. That would be nice. Like right in here. Yeah. Yeah, because if we're going to keep this bearish structure, I'd expect us to break through here. And then we got clean traffic still too, so see what happens.
I was saying to Jay and Gurja that if you guys are up at London, us four could do a London sesh if you're down for that.
I'm not going to do a live stream, but we can jump in the voice chat for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for the voice chat, but I'm not going to live stream.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But voice chat for sure. I'm always up.
Okay.
I am down. I think Gers ought to be up today too, so.
Yeah, he was telling me that, yeah.
Yep. When do I typically go BE? So so my rule now with incorporating this risk to reward I've been incorporating for the past few weeks, which is phenomenal, by the way. If I hit, I target 2-to-1 risk to reward, depending on kind of what my target is. So like on this trade, I'd be looking at 2-to-1. But let's say there's only, let's say we're coming into like a super heavy resistance or support at 1.5-to-1 or just after. then I would just take 1.5 to 1. But if I'm targeting 2 to 1, if I get in profit 1.5 to 1, I go break even and just let it go to 2 to 1 or hit me a break even. Or if it goes to 1.5 to 1 and I'm targeting 2 to 1, if candles start closing against me, then I start to tighten up the stop or just get out. So that's also stuff I look at, is when candles are closing in the opposite direction, then I don't, then I look to manage my trade. Get this music going. Can't be chilling with no music. Drive me insane. Ooh, here we go, AJ, come on. Come on, AJ. Yeah, I really want to see us break this wick and end up down here. That would be nice. So it's based on, yes, exactly. So it's based on what is going on specifically. Yes, exactly. So if candles are still going in my closing in my direction, and we're getting close to that 2 to 1, perfect. Perfect. If candles is getting really close to my 2 to 1 and we're starting to close against me, then maybe I'm looking to just take it. Or get break even, and it pushes that little extra bit. Excuse me. But yeah, if we're going to continue going down, I would expect this to break that support. Have we broken that 30-minute low yet? That would be ideal if we can break that 30-minute low. Or if this closes bearish too, I think that's also going to be really good. But ideally, if this can break that low, we should see a nicer push down a little further. Going to be kind of, got to get past this wick here. And then I think we would be good to start continuing down a little further. Grab 140, nice job. What are the ratios for? I don't know what you mean. What ratios? Like the 2 to 1, 1.5 to 1, that's just your risk to reward. What's my strats? Buy higher lows, sell lower highs. Trade the structure on the 15-minute. That's it. Structure on 15-minute is it. That is what I use. Structure, candle closes, but always with the trend slash structure of the where we're going on the 15-minute kind of right now. Just target 1.5 to 1 or 2 to 1. And that's good enough for me.
Yo, Paul.
Yo. Hi, bro. I'll see you in London.
Yeah, I'll definitely see you in London. I'll send you a message.
Yeah, I got your text. I just didn't open it yet.
Okay, that's fine.
I got up 10 minutes before the stream, or I got out of bed 10 minutes before the stream because I didn't get to sleep, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably just go to bed now.
Hi, bro.
So, see you later, bro. See you in London.
See you later. Yeah. Kirolos, I would just say just go onto the YouTube channel. I pretty much have everything on there already. There's a lot more coming, but at the moment there is plenty of information on the YouTube uploads. No indicators, nope. What you see on my chart is exactly what I am trading in the London session too. Nothing. There's nothing on my chart. Gonna sell on UJ. Check it out then, John. See what's going on. Hourly broke the lows. Yeah, if it makes it that far, that'd be dope. I like it. I like it, John. Manage it though, as always. Manage it. Oh, broke that low. Come on, give us a nice little burst. Pump it up.
Paul, you're just watching?
Maybe not. Goodness sake, no stream. If you were paying attention, you know exactly what's going on. Like I said, if Price can hit a magic number like 76248, that'd be beautiful. She's moving now. There we go, baby. Go. Yeah, if you guys have been here paying attention, you know exactly what's going on with this AJ. You know exactly what's going on. If not, you need to pay better attention. What happened to Iron Man? I don't know. I told him not to talk about other people in this live stream. And then he left Zoom, and then I don't know what happened. I have not talked to him. So I don't know.
That from, I was like from 5-6 days ago.
Yeah, I have no
Last time
idea.
you talked to him. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Hey, where would you put the, like, hypothetically, if one took that trade right there, you would have had your stop what at 76 or 76.50? What is that? Just above that. But you would do it on that.
Yeah, I would have had it right above here.
Okay, so just because of that one long wick, you wouldn't be putting it at that other red candle to the left of it.
Nope, just right here. This bullish one.
At that point, at this point, the information to the left of this candle is pretty much kind of irrelevant. I mean, you have the trend, but
you got to draw. I'm not sure what candle you're talking about. I would say annotate to get out to. Instead of me trying to guess what candle we're talking about, if you just annotate, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't understand why it's not.
You have to go where it says view options, and then you'll see annotate under exit full screen.
It popped up now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know where you guys were doing. Every time I try to do the arrows, it never shows up on the screen.
It's under
like
draw.
On the mouse.
Under draw, and then click on the arrow.
Beta test this. Did it pop up?
I see a little circle.
Yeah, but the arrows don't pop up.
Nope, I don't see an arrow. Are you clicking and dragging? You have to like click and drag, and then.
Oh, you got to drag it.
Yeah, and then you'll see an arrow on your screen too.
I see crosshairs. You know what's sad is I do about 50 Zoom calls, no exaggeration, every day at work, but I never screen share. Okay, so I click on the arrow.
I mean, I didn't tell anyone off at all. You guys know the rules where we don't talk about people.
There you go.
We don't talk about people, and we respect people. That's the only rule of this live stream. So there was no telling anyone off. If he was talking about someone, then I told him to stop, and if he didn't like it and you left, well, then that was his choice, you know? Yep, I see your arrow, but if you click and hold and you drag your mouse, you'll actually draw an arrow that isn't just a tip.
Okay. Nice.
There we go. Now we're learning.
Yeah. So that one versus the long wick one, that's more important than that one. I mean, the second one is more important than that first red candle one.
It's not a matter of more important. It's just most recent resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So this was our resistance right here. And I said if this makes another resistance, that's probably going to be good to send price down, maybe to this level. And we made resistance. Those stops go above your resistance either there or on that bearish candle. That works too. And then this is just old resistance. So it's still important, but this is our most recent resistance, which is what's important right now. You know what I'm saying? Moving down pretty nicely. Hopefully she can pump down another 10 pips. Yep, hasn't hit TP yet. Still got some more to go. But I think at this point we can probably be risk-free, you know what I mean? Yep, see you later, Rasheen. Yeah, if this thing I might just take this at 10 pips. Just so we don't have to sit through it. It's Asian session. But I am break even now, so if it does shoot up, there's no risk. But hopefully we can come down a little bit, because I would like to secure something. Yeah, you message me on Instagram. I'll reply as soon as I know. Once I know what the live stream, when I get to messages, to that point in my evening, I will reply. Yep, thank you, Hobbs. Appreciate it. Remember, this is a new 30-minute too, so it could be a little bit bigger of a top wick than a normal 15, because it is a higher time frame candle open as well at 30 minutes. So yeah, I think if this can hit 1-to-1, which would just be about 10 pips, I think that'd be solid for Asian. We were at 10 pips, so this candle's pretty much just got to flip and come bearish again. I think that'll be solid for Asian. I do think it should continue down. It's just I don't want us to be returning back up to our entry point. So I'd like to end the session with something. You know what I mean? But we'll give it a few minutes, see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't return too far. But if you are holding the 2-to-1, I think it should get there. You just might not be able to go break even yet. And then that's the risk you need to assess. Set amount of pips? No, I do not have a set amount of pips. But since it's Asian session, I think if we can hit a 1-to-1 on this, which it did hit. So if we can come back to 1-to-1, I might just take it, just so take something in Asian over nothing. But usually in 1-to-1 in Asian session would be good enough for me. But in London, everything is 2-to-1 for me. So, but like I said, we have really clean traffic, and we should see that correction of this up move. But I'd like to leave this session with something over nothing. So I think 1-to-1 in Asian is a solid play. Maybe I'll just secure 85 and then leave a runner or something. This thing's flipping quick. Alright, there's 10. Profit secured. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. If you're gonna hold this, I think it looks good, but like I said, it's Asian session. I left the session with a little over 1-to-1. It was like 1.12 to 1. It was a $580 risk. I secured about 700, so got a little bit more than I risked, but I don't trust London or Asian session to finish falling another 10-15 pips and not just kind of wicking me out and being silly. I do see this still coming down, so if you're holding it, I still think we are coming down. But if we're going to see a resistance, we want to see a resistance here and not much of a wick higher than here. And this kind of gave us that nice little push. So I'm just not expecting another massive push. You know what I mean? I'm expecting another push up, a resistance, and then one little push down, and then a push up and a resistance. So then we're kind of just going like this. Like, it's not going to be anything serious, and I don't want to sit through another one of these. So that's why I just took 1-to-1. Because that candle gave us a really nice push for Asian. If you look, that's the second biggest candle of the session. We had this one, and then we have this one. And the fact that we are in there, I think that is something's better than nothing for Asian. A little over 1-to-1. I can't really beat that. Yeah. Like I said, I think we should continue down. But if your break even and your entry was somewhere right here where mine was, right within this wick, there's a chance we could see a lower high and some wicks get created up in there. Kind of up in here. Could see that lower high get created somewhere in here. Or ideally down here, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see anything in this area here before we then continue back down. So that is my reasoning behind that. 1-to-1 in Asian is usually, if you can get a 1-to-1 in one candle, take it and run. That's great. Because usually Asian is a little finicky. So I made back half of my loss from this morning. I'm not bad. Yep, yeah, if you do London, I'd trade with Monty does it. I really like Harrison, so I would check out Harrison. It's a newer stream, but he's phenomenal. Harrison is phenomenal. I would check him out. It's I would say it's one of the more chill London streams. I mean, it's really the only one I look at if I do look at a live stream for London. Sometimes I jump in there with him to hang out, give him help promote his channel. Because he's incredible. He does a really good job, and he's super consistent too. So that's always super good. You get up every morning, you can rely on him to be there. So that's really, really, really cool. He's super nice. HFX, why is it not coming up? FX. Come on, Harrison, where we at? Oh, here we go. HFX. Here's his channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe. He's getting close to 1,000. He is doing a giveaway, a magic key giveaway at 1K. So if you guys have not subscribed, definitely go subscribe. I will drop his link right now. He does things very similar to the way we do here. So he does things a little bit differently, but very, very similar in terms of structure. So things you learn here will translate and work over there too as well. So highly recommend go subscribe to him and show up to his live stream in the morning. I think he's getting close to hitting like 100 viewers in the morning. So if you guys want to go surprise him tomorrow and help him break that, that would be awesome. Can I explain GJ? Yep, yeah, Daniel, just type in !chart and then we can do GJ. As I've done GJ a lot. I think GJ is going to be the same as AJ. It's going to dwindle its way down. So ideally get in at a resistance and take it 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. So that's what I would say for GJ. I'm not going to mark it up or do any of that unless you do, if you do the, what Streamlabs just said, then we'll break it down again, but we've broken GJ down multiple times. If you were here or paying attention, you should know exactly what we're looking for. Same thing we were looking for on AJ, just resistance. Once we got that resistance, we talked about it. If that closed bearish, we were going to take a sell, put our stops above, because resistance is winning out. Just like here, I discussed before this happened, that this resistance at Tokyo Open, which is right here, it would wick above. And then if it closed back in the range, which it did, then we should continue making lower lows, lower highs. And if we look at the example that I used for that, right here, because Tokyo Open's 18. So if we look right here, 1800, Tokyo Open, we wicked above everything, closed back in, and we continued making lower lows, lower highs. Literally did the exact same thing. So Tokyo Open, we wicked above, got that volume, came back with structure, and price is coming down. So that is how we broke that one down. And GJ is kind of the exact same thing. There we go, we got a chart finally. And very slim on charts. Thank you for the sub, Lewis. Appreciate it, brother. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe, like. Really appreciate it. As the volume starts to come back into Asian session, and if AJ continues to trend really, really well, we're going to start seeing more trades in Asian session. Still a little bit of PTSD from Asian session from me, but the more and more I see resistance respected, or resistance or support with the little 15-minute trend being respected, the more confident I am in trusting Asian session to play out as soon as we wait for Tokyo Open. Alright, area 618, what do we got? I need you to write something on here, man. I have no idea. I see green and red. Looks like you're taking sells on EJ on the 15. Your stop loss is kind of in a random spot. I need some analysis, brother. Unless you're just showing your trade, then cool. Hopefully that works out for you. But if you want some feedback, can't give you feedback on nothing. So I would remark that up if you want feedback. Otherwise, if you're just showing your trade, I think it looks good. Looks like you're trading the right direction. So nice job. Hopefully it plays out. I haven't looked at EJ in a minute, and I'd try to stay with GJ and AJ very, very strictly. I'll do that after. I freaking love this stream deck. It's so nice. If you guys have or do any streaming, or honestly, you don't even need it for streaming. Like if you just have a couple monitors and you do a lot of multitasking, the Elgato stream deck is phenomenal for multitasking. So like I have, while I'm streaming, I have all of my like change scene, mute mic. I have some voice filters so I can change my voice. Start stream, end stream. And then you can have different folders. So they have like a mini one that has 6 keys, 12 keys, and 24. 12 keys is perfect because you can set folders in those keys. So you actually get 12 times 12 keys. So it's just incredible. Like if you, and you can have one button. So like I have one button that opens up FOREX Factory, Trading View, and my YouTube settings to turn the monetization and the change the thumbnail all in one button. And you can have folders. It's just super convenient for like if you do business from your computer, work from home. Like the multitasking is incredible because you can just you can click this for like if you need to email a client and you have to like have 2 different things pop up. You can have that like multi-action in one button. It's phenomenal. It's so great. Okay, I'm gonna journal this trade. If this candle breaks this low, we're gonna be continuing down to that 2-to-1. I should stream as Yoda or Morgan Freeman. I'm gonna look for the Morgan Freeman one. I like that. But I have a baby voice, like a death voice, a ghost voice,
Freeman.
a chipmunk voice, and a underwater voice that I can do. But I'm just waiting for the right time to pop it in. Because if I just do it all the time, it won't be funny. You know what I mean? So, what were you saying, Leon?
My bad, man. No, the Morgan Freeman. It had the picture popped in my mind in the
that would be funny.
Streams where that's legendary.
That would be funny. I'm gonna look. I don't think they have it, but they do have updates all the time, so I will check that out because that would be hilarious. Yep, yeah, Huncho. I'm actually gonna be marking up AJ right now and putting it in my journal. So, yeah, and then I'll put the mic on. We'll do some voices in a minute. I just gotta step away for a second, and I'll be right back. Leon, what were you saying? Okay, I'll be back.
In it for the long ride, even when it felt like it's a long drive, even when it felt like it's a long time. Lord, I know that you were always on time. That's just what you do, that's just how you be, that's just how you lead, that's just how I'm free, that's just how I see you. Got everything, that's just what I need. Every single day you keep me breathing, my heart keeps believing that. Even when I'm down in the darkness, you call my name out. You call me my name now. Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now. You call my name out loud. Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now. Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now. All this time I thought that what I really wanted was some money or something to fill my bank account. But now I know that all I really wanted was to be yours, cause you're the one who turned my life around. You're the one who turned my life around. You're the one who turned my life around. Even when I'm down in the darkness, you call my name out loud. Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now. I'm never alone now. Oh, when you back me there, I'm never alone now. Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now. Used to think I had to do it on my own, but I'm never alone now.
Alright, stream. What's going on? How's the wonder? Okay, yeah, we'll get the water. Updated charts. Alright, we'll pull up your chart and then I will go through the AJ analysis. No worries. Like I said, you guys can send as many charts as you want. Totally free. We will break everyone down. And your chart didn't work that time unless I messed something up. Yeah, your chart didn't work. You sent the wrong numbers.
Hey, Paul, I'm gonna head out, man. I'm gonna see you soon on London.
Hi, bro. Have a good night.
I think I'm gonna have to start doing that and catching the last couple hours of before the switch over to New York. I'm already waking up early as hell.
Or
to catch like 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard or 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time of London.
Yep, that's prime time. That is prime time, brother. No, you're good, Area. Just send it again. We'll pull it up. Not looking much on gold. No, not a ton of gold lately. I've really been just sticking to AJ and GJ and just trusting the structure. The gold strategy works, but I really just I tried it and I just did not feel comfortable in those trades, to be honest. So I'm gonna stick to what I do because it works really good for me and I feel good in my trades. And I'm just not gonna worry about doing the other thing.
Are they kind of trading like off of fundamentals?
What?
My bad. I'm getting a lot of lag, so it's like when I hear you pause, and then like I don't know, I'm getting lag. Were they trading? Because I've heard you guys mention that a couple times. When they were trading gold, were they trading more off of fundamentals or volume? Or
no, it was it's the trend. You trade with the trend on the 1 hour time frame with the 1 hour when you're looking for a certain 1 hour candle, and I just didn't feel comfortable in those trades. I tried it and it worked really good for me, but regardless of winning or losing, and even though I was winning more than I was losing, I still didn't feel good about the wins. You know what I mean? So like even though I was doing good, it just didn't feel good. And then when I go to re-enter to take another trade the next day, it still doesn't feel good. So it's like I feel good when I'm taking these trades, so I'm gonna just do more of them and try to get less trades.
Because of the clear structure that you have this way, is it more of like a...
It just makes more sense to me. I can visually understand and comprehend this better. And whatever it is, I feel better in it. But whatever it is, and that's just better for my psychology when I'm trading, when it comes to managing my trades. So I like that better. And it looks like this did break that low, so I would expect this to continue down. 13 pips on AJ. Nice job, guys. Again, if you took this trade that we discussed, and this comes back and you take a loss, you effed up on that. Don't let that happen. Do not let this trade come back and turn into a loser. A full risk loser, I should say. So maybe if it starts to come back and break the high of this, you secure half and leave the rest with your full stop. That's okay. But do not let this hit a full stop with your full risk. So if you risked 1%, this should not, and it hits your stop, that should not be a 1% loss. That should be minimized to at least 50%. Don't be silly. Alright, let's journal this up real quick. So, number 1, super simple, like always. Price making, lower low, lower high. Structure. Pretty. Hero. Okay. Number 2, wait, if I could spell, wait for resistance to take a sell if resistance is created. Number 3, resistance created, took sell on close of the candle. And then target, super simple. Target was just over 1 to 1. Just a reward. Simple. That's it. TP smashed on the entry. Nice job. Very nice. Hopefully, if you guys caught that win, all I ask is like, subscribe. If you got an Instagram, you want to put it on Instagram, just tag me so I can repost it. Just helps grow the stream. And lets us help more people. So that's all I ask of you guys is just help grow the stream. And like, subscribe. Did I take that trade? Yes, this is the trade I took. Like I told you guys, when I take the trade, I'm not putting this on the screen anymore. If you're paying attention and you're listening, you're gonna know exactly when I'm taking a trade. You're gonna know exactly where my stop loss is and exactly where my TP is. So, if you paid attention, you caught some nice AJ sells. Uh, 11,920 Asian AJ sells. All right, beautiful. So that's the analysis on the trade. Super simple. We didn't use any higher time frame. We literally used the 15-minute, and that's it. Yep, nice job, Anthony. You were paying attention, and if you saw that and you weren't paying attention, that's perfect. Then you're getting that visualization down of being able to understand and see which side of the trade you need to be on. So I'll go over that in a second. Again, everything I'm going to say, I say every single live stream, but I think the repetition is good. Here we go. And more repetition, the easier you're gonna see stuff. Clear this up. So if you were on this trade and you took a buy, let's look what happened. You bought support, you lost. You gave it a second try, you probably lost that one too. And then if you expected this one to continue up because it closed above here, you were sadly mistaken, because that's not how. That is no confirmation for a buy, regardless of support holding and closing above this resistance. There was no high established or high or low. It just went to the top of the range, and you know Tokyo Open brings more volume than the previous. So that is why this candle closed above resistance, because it just had more volume than when this area made resistance without the volume. So if you bought a support again, thinking we're kind of coming back in the range, you lost again. But After Tokyo Open, if you sold resistance, you won. You should have won. If you didn't, you'd probably need to work on managing your trade. And this one, I guess we'll find out. This is not the most ideal resistance, but still resistance. So ideally, we're staying bearish. That should hold. But that kind of looks more like this. Like that. And you'd want to better, like you see how this one pulled back to here. This one went here and here. It didn't leave you a target. So like when we went bearish here, we had a target of like this wick. This one closing bearish, there's no target except kind of what's further to the left. So this one probably not most ideal, but it might work. We'll see. I think we might be here for it, depending on what time it is right now. Oh yeah, we got 28 minutes. Oh yeah. Yeah, glad to have you, Anthony. Glad it's helping. That's the whole goal of this. Gary, I would just go to the YouTube channel and there's a whole video on what the gold strategy is. Alright, let's try this chart again. And then I got some cool stuff coming to the stream as soon as I can figure it out. And I'm not going to announce it because I don't want my idea stolen, but there we go. This looks better. But it's going to be super, super cool. So basically, the more you guys show up and the longer you're here, the more reward you're going to get just for doing that, just being here. Which will allow for kind of like rewards. The more you show up, the longer you're here, the more you can get. And that's not trade, that's just being on the stream. Asian Open, okay, perfect. Lower highs, yes. See, this is much better, very nice. Now I know exactly what you're looking at. You sold on the resistance, perfect. Stop loss was above the lower high, perfect, fair enough, I like that. Now I understand why your stop loss is there. Previous hour support. I'm with it, beautiful. Great analysis too, thank you for marking that up and resending it. I think that looks good. Oh, no, you're good, Leon. No worries. No worries. Thank you for the sub, Skyla and Brent. I don't know if I got to you guys, but thank you. Appreciate it. Do we have a new stream boss yet? Or I don't know if we do. I think it's still that same person. Who we got? We got Eugene. Okay, yeah. So Eugene is still our stream boss. So Eugene, if you're here and your name is in that spot at the end of the stream, when I say, all right, stream's over, this is our stream boss, then you can come and join us in the call tomorrow. All you gotta do is message me on Instagram. Same thing for if someone takes that spot, your name is in there at the end, just message me on Instagram. Basically the way it works, any subscribe or donation or super sticker knocks that person's health down. If you are the stream boss, any sort of donation or super sticker increases your health. So if you are the stream boss and you want to remain the stream boss because you want to join us and hang out, just keep throwing like dollar donations. That'll keep boosting your health. So yeah, looks like it. Like I said, this candle just didn't look great. I think the 30-minute, once we get a bearish 30-minute or just another bearish 15-minute, I think that'll be solid. And if we don't break above this high here and we keep coming down, I think that's still a valid play. Looking at the hourly, it looks like we just got a new hourly making a top wick, and then we should continue down. The new 4-hour too, so can expect a bigger wick. But yeah, still looks good to keep coming down. Like I said, it's gonna just kind of dwindle its way down. DJ is doing the same thing. Now bearish on the 15-minute again. Yep. It's gonna keep moving down. 30-minute. Still respecting our higher time frame resistance, which is right about here. So if you were in this, I think it stops here. Should be good. Price should respect this or this, and then keep moving down. As long as we make resistance, which we did on the 15-minute, but we have 4-hour and hourly open, so it might make a little bit bigger of a wick than the previous candle, but Ideally, we should stay under here and then keep inching our way down. Yep, no worries area. No worries. I need some caffeine. Everyone else looking at anyone else get a trade? I wish my camera quality would come in better. Oh, hold on, 1080. Meh, yeah. Meh. Once we get that 4K monitor, be much better screen resolution. Yeah, London is going to have some really nice moves. If we can get under this area here, which again, as long as we keep making lower lows, lower highs, that should be really nice to come down to for the hourly. Yeah, maybe here. See a support there on that one. Did a little bit of a break, a retest, and then drove up. Or we'll break out of the area we most recently broke out of, which is down here. I think either or. I mean, that's, and you got 100 pips there. Maybe another 100 to go down there. Another 50. Excuse me, so that could be really, really solid. And then for this to start going bullish, we just need to see price make a high. So ideally, we get above here, we start closing and we start pushing up, and we wait for a support. Maybe you buy it back to the high. But it looks like there's a pretty significant level up here. And I wicked into there at Tokyo Open. And then this was just a little bit of a fake out. And then we continued down. Like there's another little support slash resistance kind of in this area. If you look, we got support, wicks here, and then we got wicks coming into here. So overall, 2 levels, and if we start getting above here, then we should be going back up to that 138,700 area. 15, still nothing. And so on this one, see how we're kind of bunching up here? I would say once we get that lower low established, wherever, I'm just drawing a line that happened to go here. The lower low can go wherever it wants. It needs to get under here, and ideally push a little bit lower. Give you some room, and then a pullback. And then resistance again with some clean candles. That should be good to send price down. But this is probably going to get messy until we get near London. Probably another 2 or 3 hours before we start to move smoothly. So I would say if you're going to do anything, let's look at AJ. Same thing, wait for a low and then a resistance, and then that'll be a good opportunity. Maybe a good hold into London too. So that could be a really good play. If we come back up to here, we get resistance again, then probably going to be returning to the low and then start continuing that dwindle down like we've been discussing. Yeah, Jamie, I get you. Post-election PTSD, yeah. It'll be good, bro. You're with all the sims we've been doing, you're picking it up real quick. So I'm not. I have a feeling we're gonna do 1 or 2 sessions, and you're gonna be like, all right, thanks, bye, I'm good, kind of thing. You're picking everything up really, really quick.
I'll tell you something that has always bothered me. We claim we love each other, but reject humanity. As soon as we establish individual beliefs, we fight each other till we find a common enemy.
Yeah, I get you, Anthony. I can't speak poorly on anyone with clickbait because all my YouTube videos I've been putting up, I've been telling my editor to make the thumbnails incredibly clickbaity so they can get a bunch of views. But I think the content is definitely holds up to what it's supposed to. But the thumbnails, oh yeah, thumbnails are all clickbait, bro. If you want views on YouTube, you have to already have you have to have a following already, or you gotta clickbait your thumbnails till you kind of get there, and within reason, right? Like, if my thumbnail was about how to make a trading plan, or if the video was about how to make a trading plan and the thumbnail was like how to make $1 million in 5 minutes, okay, that's different. But for it to just be like, you know, just make it pop, I think that's a little different. Clickbait is the marketing, yeah. As long as the thumbnail is relevant to the content in the video, I think the clickbait is fine. But like I said, if it's like how to make $1 million in 5 minutes, and then the video is actually about like making a trading plan or not even trading related, that's different. Because then that's just messing with people's perspective and understanding of trading, and that's not good. And if you guys were here last week, we talked about getting some sort of mental health person on. I'm still working on that. I heard back from one of them, working on the second one. But if you guys have suggestions on people that you would like to see on, you can always message me too, and then I can reach out to them and see if they'd be interested if I feel they're a good fit. But I'm thinking this Thursday I want to get somebody on to kind of discuss that and go over it. But yeah, I think I've actually seen that I bought a Lambo after trading Forex for 2 months. I think I've seen that. I mean, if you think so, Evan, yeah. I mean, you think so. Mental health, I think there's definitely more professional people that maybe that's like their career. That would be a better option. But whatever you relate to is going to be what's important. So I'm going to find out what I relate to, and people here that relate to me, it should help you guys. If it doesn't, then next time we'll get somebody else on that maybe goes the other way. Healthy Gamer GG. I don't know who that is, but I will check it out. A mental health pro from the gaming community. Ooh, that'd be cool. That would be really cool. I'm gonna follow him real quick, and that would be pretty interesting. Bring a whole different industry in. What up, Viper? How's it going? Oh yeah. As long as it benefits the community, yeah. I've asked Ted in the past. He's busy or not interested, so I mean, I wouldn't get your hopes up on that. But I would just go to the New York session. He's always in the New York session. That's when he's at the charts. That's when he's free. Go there and pick his brain there. Is that healthy? I even like the name of that. That sounds very sounds like a good dude or girl, whatever. Healthy Gamer GG. Oh, that's not them. This is them. There we go.
It was in the 1980s. My mom and them had rented a house on Dewey.
How insecure people use Instagram. Oh god, what is this?
Had a fireplace.
Makes you fight yesterday's battles today.
It was the holidays. I walked in the house, threw my coat off, sat on the floor, and started singing chestnuts. Oh, we don't have your picture.
Yeah, I will check this out. That looks interesting. I like his content. I will look into that. Healthy, not heavy. Yeah, fair enough. What's the minimum one can invest? I invest in what? Again, look at, so just like we were kind of discussing, closed underneath, just like we did. This one closed above, but this one closed underneath resistance. So if we go bearish again, I would expect another push down. And we did respect this wick here that we were talking about. We didn't break the high. So if this one comes up and breaks the high, then we'll probably be returning back to this level and then making a decision from there.
I've been down the wrong road, and I've been all alone, drinking whiskey at the bottle, honey.
This music is great. I think I need to download some. Got about 13 minutes. So we're gonna start to wrap this up. We'll come up with some plans for London, and then we'll be done. GJ, wait till London. Let us start moving. Is the playlist on a website? No, the playlist is downloaded from a website that I choose each individual song. So there's no way for you guys to access it. It's just instrumentals. Some of them have words, but yeah. Let GJ start moving clearly. You know what I mean? Let it start. Let the candle smooth out, kind of like this or like this. Look more like this. Let the candle start moving more like that on GJ, and then look for your lower highs, your lower lows, or vice versa, higher high, higher low. And then you guys know how to find that. What's being broken, support or resistance, and that should help you figure out which direction you're going. 15, 30 minute both work. AJ, if we go bearish again, I think that'll probably continue to come down again. We are right at this support. And if we go bearish, we should move. Safest play is to let it make a lower low, pull up, make a lower high, and then you can target that low and then leave a runner to maybe kind of do some damage in London. But up to you. Other than that, that is it for today. End of live stream. Eugene, you are the stream boss. So if you want to come on the call with us tomorrow, just shoot me a message on Instagram and I will get you the Zoom call for tomorrow. Other than that, if you like, subscribe. If you caught a nice trade, share it on Instagram, tag me. Instagram is on the bottom right. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes. Are you gonna? Yeah. All right.